the moment of truth.
What did we feel now? We've been watching impending doom.
I don't know what's going on. That's the first time that happened. That's not good.
We are doing okay. We're almost there, and then we get into this.
I've never had that happen. Sometimes you'll get like a no signal. It's a little weird. It's just something to keep an eye on.
So,
Oh my God!
Sorry.
You didn't just.
whenever we're setting this thing up, it means we're going on a long road trip because we usually don't tow. We're going on our longest trip of the year.
Ever.
Well, yeah, actually ever.
Longest trip ever.
And we're going to take you along with us. MJ's an expert at setting me up at this. So we should be on the road in like 10 minutes, hopefully.
I look out across the water. I smell the song. I feel the breeze.
All right, here it is, guys. Our big trip of the year. And look how excited we are. Jason, unfortunately, is a little under the weather, but we're hoping by the time we get to our destination, he will feel better. He's got some sniffles. Anyway, so we are headed to the Gulf Shores of Alabama. We are so excited. We have never RV'd down there. We've actually never RV'd this far yet. We've been to Florida and other places, but not this far southwest. So we are super excited. We're taking about 3 days to get there.
We're going to PA, Cabela's in PA.
Yep.
And then we're doing, no idea, Piney Flats.
Piney Flats, Tennessee. It's a distillery.
It's a harvest host. And then Alabaster, Alabama, which is what? Is that a
That's like
brewery?
a grain kind of, yeah, I think so.
And then ultimately to Orange Beach, where we'll be staying at Buena Vista Motor Coach Resort. Ugh.
Yes, this is the first like real snooty place. We've always wanted to experience one of these motor coach only resorts. So, I mean, we have a spot at one, but we've never been there. So this is kind of a vacation where we're going to experience this firsthand. So we're pretty excited.
So we want to thank the official sponsor of this video and this trip. It's going to be RV Snap Pad. What is RV Snap Pad? It is the world's only permanent jack pad. They're made in the USA. We've had them on Nelly since almost day one. It's been, what, 3 years now? And they're still working as they're supposed to.
RV Snap Pads has some amazing benefits. The first thing is you have permanent jack pads, so you don't have to be putting things on and off. Increased stability for each landing foot. It also helps prevent damage and any bending to the feet. Reduced slipping or sinkage on soft surfaces, mud or soft grass or things like that. We've been in plenty of those areas. And then protection from indirect lightning strikes, which is another perk.
Now, one thing awesome about RV Snap Pad, in addition to being made in the USA, is that they always give discounts to first responders as well as military members. However, if you don't fall into one of those categories, we have a discount code, Endless10, that will get you 10% off of a purchase price. We'll put all that information below. Again, we just want to thank the official sponsor, and it's a great product, RV Snap Pad.
We're at one of our favorite places.
First stop.
First stop, first night.
So this is the shortest leg of the trip, about 2 hours or so?
Yeah, a little over 2.
Where do you think we are? Free camping? We always like free camping.
And we've been here a number of times. And look, I think there's 3 other RVs here. It's an empty lot.
Not a lot of people.
Some Cabelas are still allowing overnight parking.
Yeah,
so luckily this one is one of them.
This is the one in Hamburg, PA, right off of 78, and it's just located so good for us. There's been so many times we've hit this because 78 kind of leads to everything.
Right off the highway.
You have a Red Robin here, a McDonald's,
there's a Camping
Wendy's,
World across.
a Gander RV, a huge one, and a Home Depot, a Lowe's, and there's fuel. So literally you can do everything right here. They used to have a sewer connection here. I'm not sure, non-potable. I don't know if these still work.
Oh God!
Even got freaking water here. This is pretty awesome.
Works.
And they got a dump.
And they have a little dog park too.
So when you come to these places, you just kind of patronize them a little bit. Does this dump still work? Let's see. They even got a dump here. Nice. Yeah, they got everything. This is pretty awesome. So.
Oh my God!
Sorry.
You didn't just do that.
So actually, hon. That makes a good film.
Gave me a bad.
Before we leave tomorrow, we can dump and refill.
Yeah.
And we'll be good. So everybody could take
And
nice showers
dry my
tonight.
sneakers.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're in the area, this is pretty awesome. We are going to, we brought food. We'll probably maybe get something at Cabela's,
Yeah,
something
we'll
Jason
pick
wants.
something up.
Then tomorrow we have 8 hours, 9 hours. Tomorrow's a long one.
At least 9.5. All right, we got a Cabela's haul here. Woo! So let's show you
So
what we got.
it's really not free. Well, I mean, I guess it could be, but they want you to buy something, so we
All
bought
right,
something.
so Jason got
I got a moon pie. I've never tried a moon pie, so it's like, you live once, why not?
And then you live once, you gotta have a moon pie. And then he got red
my
licorice. And then Izzy got, this is a really cool shirt.
I like that shirt.
Izzy likes
there's
his-
a lot of
his,
July.
grunt style shirts, 1776 with the flag on the back. That's sweet.
Yeah. So we spent what, 27 bucks?
Yep.
Not bad. And we'll make sure we dump and get water tomorrow
Yes.
to make it worth
Take
it.
full advantage of the facilities. Good morning. Do I look tired? I'm trying to keep my eyes wide open. It's 5:43 a.m.
We're late. We're late.
We got up around 4:30, pulling out of Cabela's. We are headed 500 miles south to Piney Flats, Tennessee.
Wherever that is.
God only knows,
I
but
have no idea
it
what that
sounds cool. We had a good night. It was kind of cool. It was nice. The temperature was
50s.
good. Yeah, we just dumped, which is great because Cabela's has the dump station. We dumped, we filled, and off we go. Well, it's never boring. That we can say. So what had just happened to us?
So this is the first time this actually happened on our TPMS. It read on the rear passenger tire on the Mustang 9 pounds. So it went from 43 to 9, and we got a signal. It was low. I've never had that happen. Sometimes you'll get like a no signal. If the battery's low, it'll just say NS. But not, I'm like, great. I hope we don't have a flat. So I went back there. I tested it manually, 43. I unscrewed the sensor, screwed it back on, and it went back up to 43. So I'll keep an eye on that. If anything, maybe that sensor's bad, but we are now probably what, 600 miles, 700 miles into the trip, and we've had no issue. Like I said, it's the first time that it's happened. So a little weird, just something to keep an eye on. But a reason why you always want to have a TPMS, just in case that was flat, it'll give us a heads up immediately.
Stop 2, we've arrived.
We've been here a couple hours.
Took us about 9.5 hours or so to get here. We are at East Tennessee Distillery, Harvest Host, in Piney Flats, Tennessee.
Never been here.
No, it's a cool little place.
Yeah, there's not much going on.
Yeah, it's kind of quiet. It's very simple.
Yeah, it's right off the highway. We're basically in a parking lot. They have a distillery here, of course. They sell alcohol.
A lot of moonshine. They're known for the moonshine.
Yeah, people are super nice. We're just gonna lay our heads down here, and then tomorrow we're heading to a brewery.
You would think we're like alcoholics or something. We don't even drink, but
It's
we were on
definitely
our route.
It was on the route. That's how we did it. It wasn't for scenery. It was like route. They were super nice because they gave us a little tour of the the distillery. They give you a little hand sanitizer. We bought a shirt, a hat. They had a cool parrot in there.
Yes.
That was crawling up my shoulder.
Very.
I think that was a parrot.
Jason, it freaked Jason out a little bit.
But tomorrow's a shorter trip. It's like 300-something miles, and then Orange Beach is really close after that.
Yeah, a few hours.
So yeah, we're getting closer. Weather's been perfect, and we survived a little incident on the highway, so that's always a good thing.
Yeah, again, I cannot stress enough about a TPMS. It's so important to have that.
And roadside service.
That too. Luckily, we didn't need it.
Yeah.
So we're on the road headed to Saloria Brewing Company in Alabaster, Alabama.
Wherever that is.
We're gonna be changing time zones. This road, I think we're on I-40 right now. It's like, I feel like we're back in Jersey. It's very bumpy, let's say. When we get down there, unfortunately, we're gonna have to go to urgent care because Jason has been fighting what we thought was a cold, and we were just gonna let it kind of run its course, but he is coughing like a maniac. He's not COVID, he tested for COVID, he doesn't have COVID, I don't know if it's bronchitis or something, so we're gonna take him to urgent care. He also can't lift his right arm because he slept at his cousin's house this past weekend and slept on the hard floor.
Sorry, those bumps.
So yeah, so God knows what's going on. He cannot lift his arm, he's in pain. So we're gonna get to Alabaster, probably head to an urgent care, and hopefully get him some, you know, meds so he can hopefully feel better. So we're in Alabaster, Alabama. This is an interesting area.
Made good time.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, we made really good time. So Jason was complaining about his shoulder from the weekend. Like I said, he slept at his cousin's on the floor, and he's also been coughing and sneezing like a lot. So anyway, we went to urgent care. We thought they were gonna say, oh, just, you know, it's fine, just have him rested or whatever. So they did x-rays, and he has a separated AC joint with maybe a little piece of bone flecked off. They're not quite sure about that. And luckily we just, his throat or cough or whatever, we just got him some cough medicine. So that seems to be okay. The shoulder thing though, it's mild, so we actually, when we get home, we're gonna have to follow up with an orthopedist, but right now he's in a sling. He's being a really great sport about it. He's ready for vacation. He's just gonna be, you know, limited in some things, but he's excited.
He should be okay. I was reading a couple of weeks. It kind of usually heals itself.
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah, so at least we have some answers.
Yeah, so we're right now, and we'll do a full review on the Harvest Host we're staying, a couple of ones that we've been staying at, but we're at another Harvest Host today, and we're loving it because this is the first time we've been using Harvest Host on this trip. What is the name called?
It's called Siluria Brewing Company in Alabaster, Alabama.
Yes, it's veteran owned. Super nice. Everybody in here is super
Oh my God,
nice.
Yes, it's great.
Nothing fancy, but actually the brewery itself is pretty nice inside. They have a food truck, which we got something for Jason, and this is kind of our setup. Nothing really crazy.
Pretty level though. It's very easy to level.
Yeah, so
Quiet.
like I said, they have the food truck here. It's a Colombian food truck, but they don't have rice and beans. I guess that's like the
That's
Alabama
the northern,
version.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, it's not northern food truck.
But we'll look to get out of here tomorrow. We're gonna sleep a little bit later, but we look to pull out around 9 o'clock. We'll hit one fuel stop probably right before we get to Orange Beach, and then we'll be at our destination, hooked up, outside kitchen, and we're really gonna show you that place is nice. So we can't wait to get out there.
That will actually all be in a separate video, so you're
Correct.
gonna have to tune back for that.
Yeah. Do you want to see what we bought here?
Sure.
You gotta buy. You
Yes.
don't have to, but it's recommended you buy something.
Well,
so
we
always try to
got a
pay
free
attention.
sticker. Siluria Brewing Company. We just bought this to support.
Yeah, they have the local VFW.
Yeah, $5 of
Selling
the
them.
purchase goes to veterans, so
Yeah.
that was nice. And then a Siluria Brewing Company hat.
So cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll hope to get some rest tonight because it's still, even with all that doctor stuff and urgent care, it's still only 5:25.
Yeah.
We got in super early, so it'll be a good night. The moment of truth, the fuel. Right? I don't know how much
It's like you're whatever we film now, it's like you're watching Impending Doom.
Yes, I don't know how much we're actually into.
Now we're actually, well, now we're at like 450. We're down
That's
in
cheap.
Yeah, we're in Tennessee. Yeah, cheaper compared to home. So we'll see. I definitely going to break 100.
So we're on our final travel day. We've been on the road for what, 2 hours or so?
About that, yeah.
Something like that. We got 157 miles left to our destination. We'll stop here before we pull in.
Alabama rest stops are some of the most beautiful rest stops we've seen. Right, again, we're not used to this in Jersey. In Jersey, a lot of the rest stops, they're filled with garbage and they're just, I don't know, they're just not really nice and clean. And these are immaculate, and there's beautiful landscaping and the flowers and the trees. It's just really, really nice.
So, it had some weird thing on the highway. I don't know. It's like the transmission wasn't catching. It started decelerating and then it kind of caught and went again. No check engine light. I checked the rear diff. It's dry. As far as nothing, you know, there's no oil missing. Nothing else. The transmission fluid was good. Oil, it's just a little concerning because we're a long ways from Kansas and I don't know what's going on. But it's the first time that happened. Really weird. So I keep a scan tool with me. It said lost communication with fuel pump control module. That's not good. That would make sense why it was kind of losing power a little bit. I don't know if the fuel pump's going or not. Hopefully we can get down to where we're going. I'll have to call like a mobile mechanic out or something to take a look at that. I'll take a picture of this error code. I want to show them. And and we'll go from there. So we just got off the phone with, is it Foley RV?
Foley RV, yeah, in Foley, Alabama.
Super nice. We are about 88 miles out. We're gonna pull in just to see what's going on. He's gonna scan it. I have a feeling, like our scan tool said, it's gonna be something with the fuel pump with it. It's short in wiring, something there. But with that being said, right now it's running okay. I'm going to top off in fuel, knock it on plastic, that we make it down to Foley. And at least if it's there, worst case scenario, if it has to stay, we have the car, you know, we can get a hotel, whatever.
So we're on the way to the service center.
Good, we're almost there.
Yeah,
18 miles away.
we are doing okay. We're almost there, and then we get into this.
It's all good. This actually helps clean all the bugs off.
Nice big storm to welcome us into Foley, Alabama, to have Nellie looked at. So keep your fingers crossed.
So here's the 411. They scanned it. Of course, Ford doesn't store errors for some reason. I know this because this happened before. Scanned it, no error. Everything's running fine now. Gentleman here said he's never changed a fuel pump on these motorhomes. He goes, however, many times he has changed the control module, which is what the error was showing, if you remember. Just to side on safety, because we have a long trip home, he's going to order it on Tuesday. Monday's the holiday. It should be here Wednesday. We'll come back Thursday. They'll swap it out. We want to go to Fairhope anyway to look at the town, and then we take off Friday. So we got about 20 miles to Orange Beach. Hopefully there's no issues, no lights, and we'll go from there. It's definitely been interesting.
This has been an interesting trip for sure. We're here at the Buena Vista RV Resort in Orange
Motor Coach
Beach.
Resort.
Oh, excuse me. It's a motor coach. Yet the camp hosts are in a fifth wheel, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is something we've always wanted to try, and so far, you know, it looks beautiful, and we're right across the street from the beach.
Just had a lovely dinner.
Yeah, we had a great dinner.
Red pudding was amazing.
Jason, in his sling, how are you feeling? Tell everybody how you're feeling.
So, I'm just tired, I'm a little sore. But at this point, it's just like we're gonna make the best of it, and we're just gonna kind of play it by ear.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun. Jason was gonna go bike ride. There's certain things he's not gonna be able to do now, but that's fine. We're still gonna have tons of fun.
I can still swim, I'll just have to use my other hand.
one-armed swim.
One-armed swim. So a couple of things. We're gonna have a full video review of this campground. That'll be at a later video.
Right, and a full video of our vacation here.
Yeah,
that'll be separate.
Our first night here. So we traveled, you had the mileage.
Yes.
What is it exactly? Pull it up on your phone.
So, see if wrestling's on.
The total was, oh my God, I deleted it. It was 1,260 miles. I do remember that. 1,260 miles total from home to here with all the different stops.
And then the total fuel cost, actually the fuel's a lot cheaper as we came further down.
Yeah.
$850.71. So definitely a little bit more expensive than we went to Florida. I think we paid that round trip for Florida, but that's one way. So we have budgeted $2,000 for fuel, so we're actually under that, and we're getting pretty good mileage. At one point, we were a little over 7 miles per gallon, but we had a couple of detours or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's that. We want to give a big thank you to RV SnapPad for making this the
sponsoring
this trip. Pretty awesome. Check them out. How we have them over here. I don't know if you could see them. They're on the rake. So thank you to RV SnapPad.
And we also want to thank Foley Auto and RV.
Yes.
I think that was the name. They were super nice, accommodating, took us right in, helped try to diagnose Nellie when we got there, so they were great. We're going to be seeing them again later in the week.
So in the comments below, let us know, have you had the road trip that things just, they don't work out?
Downhill.
But listen, it wasn't that bad. We weren't on the side. For a moment, I thought we were going to be on the side of the road.
I did too.
But it worked out, and we should have that corrected, hopefully by Thursday. Anyway, put in the comments below. For myself, Jason, and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.